1,000 years ago in Baghdad, there lived a genius who could transform numbers into the deepest secrets. In the same era, there was a sage who journeyed from Bukhara to Iran, searching for cures to life-threatening diseases. Two scientists, two paths. Who changed humanity more, the math genius or medicine master? Let's discover these two legends. When you open your computer, dial a phone number, or use a calculator, you owe it to a genius from 1,200 years ago, the 8th century. In 890, in Khwarizm, heart of the Silk Road, Muhammad ibn Musa Al-Khwarizmi was born, ready to change the course of history forever. Young Muhammad set out for Baghdad, center of knowledge, to the legendary House of Wisdom founded by Abbasid Caliph Al-Mamun, where the world's brightest minds gathered. Taking his first steps through the marble corridors of the House of Wisdom, he was surrounded by thousands of parchments, scholars, and translators from around the world. Studying ancient texts from India, he discovered a completely different number system, 10 digits, including 0. This was a revolutionary invention, far more powerful than Roman numerals. He studied the geometric works of Greek philosophers Euclid and Ptolemy. But he didn't just read, he developed this knowledge, discovered new methods. Science found a new form in him. Al-Khwarizmi understood the power of Hindu numerals. These numbers could express any quantity with just 10 symbols, and most importantly, 0. The revolution representing nothingness. He worked on the decimal positional system. A digit's value changed based on its position. Ones, tens, hundreds. Calculation would now be as simple as child's play. Then he began the compendious book on calculation by completion and balancing. The word algebra was born from this, a systematic method for finding unknowns. Mathematics gained a new language, algebra, joining broken parts, al-muqabala, establishing balance, systematic rules for solving equations, every step logical, every operation repeatable. This was the foundation of modern mathematics. Quadratic equations, x squared plus x equals 1. Step-by-step solutions to find the unknown number. Systematic methods for every problem type. Mathematics was now an art form. He didn't stop at numbers alone. He added geometric proofs too. He visualized algebraic formulas with squares and rectangles, abstract concepts transformed into concrete shapes. Mathematics became both art and science. He also corrected astronomical tables. He developed new methods to calculate celestial movements. He created trigonometric tables. The sky was now a readable book. Caliph Al-Mamun was mesmerized by his genius. He became director of the House of Wisdom. At just 35, he was managing the world's most prestigious scientific institution. He had begun making history. One of his greatest projects, a world map, updating Ptolemy's maps, redrawing the entire known world. This was a monumental task, but he was ready. He brought together 70 cartographers, each responsible for a different region. Coordinated work, systematic approach, scientific methodology at its highest level. The map was a treasure of world knowledge. He expanded trigonometric tables. calculated sine and tangent values, navigation, architecture, astronomy. These tables would be used for centuries. Practical science was making life easier. His works first spread throughout the Islamic world, from Andalusia to Samarkand, from Cairo to Bukhara. In every madrasa, every library, Al-Khwarizmi's name had become a symbol of wisdom. The compendious book on calculation by completion and balancing was completed. The first systematic algebra book, Mathematics' New Language. Every page a revolution. This work would transcend ages. His book became the greatest work of the Islamic Golden Age. From Baghdad to Cordoba, all scholars were reading it. Algebra became the king of mathematics. Al-Khwarizmi had become immortal. Hindu-Arabic numerals, decimal system, algebra, algorithm. Al-Khwarizmi's legacy wasn't limited to mathematics alone. He had changed the foundation of all sciences. Our way of thinking had evolved through him. In the 12th century, Robert of Chester and Gerard of Cremona translated his works into Latin. Algeritmi de Numero Indorum and Liber Algebrae. Europe was stepping into a new age. Until the 16th century, it was used as a primary textbook in European universities. From Oxford to Paris, Bologna to Salamanca, Al-Khwarizmi was the architect of Western science. His numbers, his algebra. Today, when we say computer algorithm, we honor his name. Every calculation, every program, every software, Al-Khwarizmi's spirit lives on in the digital age. 1,200 years later, in every conversation about mathematics.
In the same era, around 250 years later, a revolution in medicine would unfold. Let's explore it. When you visit a hospital, when your doctor diagnoses you, when a prescription is written, you owe it to a genius from 1,000 years ago, to the Prince of Medicine, to Ibn Sina. In 980, near Bukhara, the pearl of the Silk Road, in the village of Afshana, a child was born who would change the fate of modern medicine. Little Hussein ibn Abdullah ibn Sina was no ordinary child, writing poetry at 5, solving mathematical problems at 7. The world was about to meet a genius. By the age of 10, a miracle occurred. He knew the entire Quran by heart. He became a Hafiz. Even the scholars of Bukhara were amazed. This child was extraordinary. At 13, he became interested in medicine. He began apprenticeship with the famous physician Abu Sulaiman. The human body was like a mysterious yet solvable puzzle to him. At 16, he was already a complete physician. His age was young, but his knowledge was mountainous. He had read, understood, and surpassed Galen and Hippocrates. A young master was born. One day, the emir of Bukhara, Nu ibn Mansur, fell gravely ill. The palace physicians found no cure. Young Ibn Sina was summoned. If successful, the reward would be tremendous. Ibn Sina examined the emir. He studied his pulse, tongue, and eyes. He made his diagnosis and began treatment. Within a few weeks, the emir fully recovered. A miracle had happened. The grateful emir gave him a special gift: unlimited access to the palace library, thousands of manuscripts, rare books. For Ibn Sina, the gates to heaven had opened. He read day and night. Aristotle's metaphysics, Galen's medical works, Euclid's geometry. In 1 year, he finished the entire library. Knowledge was his breath. At 18, he read Aristotle's Metaphysics 40 times, but couldn't understand it. Then he found Al-Farabi's commentary. That night, the doors of philosophy opened wide. He began writing his first works. At 20 volumes. Medicine, philosophy, mathematics, astronomy, logic. Authority in every field. He became Bukhara's youngest, brightest scholar. But political turmoil began. Bukhara was caught in the midst of wars. Ibn Sina had to migrate to Gurganj, Ray, Qazwin. In every city, he taught, wrote, and healed. When he arrived in Hamadan, he became court physician to the Buyid emir, Shams al-Dawla. He served as vizier by day, wrote by night. Time had come for his greatest work, the Canon of Medicine. The Canon of Medicine was a colossal 5-volume work. Anatomy, physiology, pathology, pharmacology, surgery. Every disease, every treatment, systematically. The encyclopedia of medicine, the manifesto of scientific revolution. He described human anatomy in more detail than Galen. The structure of the heart, the function of the lungs, the map of the nervous system. For the first time, he said tuberculosis was contagious. He was breaking ground. In the pharmacology section, he cataloged over 700 drugs, plant, mineral, animal sources, the effect, dose, and side effects of each drug. The foundation of modern pharmacy was laid here. His contributions to psychology and neurology were tremendous. He understood the effect of emotions on physical health, depression, anxiety, psychosomatic diseases. He discovered the unity of mind and body. He was the pioneer of modern psychiatry. In 1025, the Canon of Medicine was completed. 200,000 lines, 14 years of labor. Ibn Sina's masterpiece, the Bible of Medicine, the most influential medical book in human history. The work swept through the Islamic world. From Cairo to Cordoba, all madrasas, every physician, every student. The canon became the holy book of medicine. Ibn Sina received the title Sheikh al-Rais. In the 12th century, Gerard of Cremona translated the work into Latin. It reached Europe as Canon of Medicine, from Salendro to Paris, Oxford to Bologna. For 600 years, it was Europe's fundamental medical textbook. In the 13th century, when Dante Alighieri wrote the Divine Comedy, he placed Ibn Sina in limbo, together with Aristotle, Socrates, Hippocrates. Among the greatest philosophers, he was immortalized. Today, at UCLA and Yale, Ibn Sina is taught in medical schools, the father of modern medicine, the pioneer of holism. The Canon of Medicine is still being read. Even after 1,000 years, a source of inspiration. 240 works, 150 in medicine and philosophy, 90 in Arabic language and poetry. Ibn Sina wasn't just a physician. He was a Renaissance man, the champion of science, art, and humanity. His legacy will live forever.
Which story do you find more impactful? We're waiting for your comments and subscriptions to our channel. If you enjoyed this video, you can watch the same video or similar content in different languages. You can find the links to our channels broadcasting in English, Spanish, German, French, and Turkish in the description